Alex Hormozi's YouTube channel is one of the most recognized business channels on the planet with 4 million subscribers and almost 1 billion views. And even so, he just publicly said his channel is losing to a channel that is under 100,000 subscribers, almost 40 times smaller. The channel that is 40 times smaller, and some of the videos aren't even cracking 1,000 views, is generating more business, more opportunity, and more revenue than his main channel with 4 million subscribers. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why and how you can replicate this approach for your own business and content strategy. And when I break down the math and numbers behind this strategy, you're going to want to rethink every piece of content you've ever made. Because what YouTube's analytics won't tell you is one important metric. And this metric actually tells you if your channel is working as a business tool. I'll tell you what this metric is, why YouTube doesn't give this to you directly, and how to use it to build a channel that actually makes you money, even if you don't crack 10,000 subscribers. Let's dive into it. All right, how on earth does he have 40x fewer subscribers, fewer reach, fewer views, and get more business revenue from that second channel? Either he's wrong or he knows something we don't about YouTube, content strategy, etc. And after working and generating over $1 million for our clients using social media, I can tell you this approach is counterintuitive, but it works insanely well, and it's built on top of this principle here. Viewers versus buyers. Not all views are equal, and this distinction and the math I'm about to show you will change everything, especially for you guys out there that have a small channel, are frustrated with your views. I am telling you, you are closer to success than you think. First, we have to segment these two things because yes, a viewer can be a buyer, but not all viewers are buyers, and this is super important. Views, they look awesome. I love seeing views. I love looking at my YouTube studio, seeing views go up. I absolutely love it. What I do love a little bit more, though, is looking at my Stripe, looking at my bank account, being able to have money for my business and revenue. And as a business channel, which is most of you guys watching, coaching, consulting, business owner, agency owner, software company, no matter what it is, you are running a business channel. You're not running an entertainment channel. You are there to provide value. In exchange, someone watches and pays you for your service. That is a win. So viewers can be buyers, but they're not always buyers. And this is something that he understands fundamentally about his second channel. That's why it's working. And what 95% of people are doing is they're optimizing for the one metric that is visible because it's easy, right? You see your views, you think good. Views go up, business go up. That's not always the case, right? A lot of people do this, and that's why they never track the back end of what's actually working. And what they actually do is they are very good at attracting the wrong type of people. They hop on trends, they post about things that don't really matter to get views. All they care about is those views going up, right? Now, well, that is good. And while you should aim for that in some case scenarios, and it can make you money in progress, that is not what you want to be doing. By the way, I'll drop my free guide down below on how to separate buyers versus viewers so you can actually segment your content appropriately and make sure the strategy is fitting for you. That'll be down below, along with all of our other free resources. And revisiting the conversation around views and actual results, you could have 5K subscribers and get 3 book calls, and you could have 40K subscribers and get 0 leads from YouTube. All right, we've seen this with the people that we have worked with. There are some channels out there that on paper, they're getting a lot of views, but they're not doing as well as you might think because they're attracting the wrong type of viewer. You're going for high quality views, all right? So you rather would have this channel than this channel, right? But most of you guys out there would look at 40,000 subscribers and think they're crushing the person with 5K subscribers. That's not always the case. And this is my favorite part because this math should scare you. Like this should scare you and encourage you because it's not that hard to generate a significant amount of money from a properly dialed in YouTube channel, a properly dialed in content strategy, okay? If you have 100K subscribers, and your buyer density, so the people in your audience that are ready to buy, is 0.5%, you have 500 potential buyers, right? So you just reach a lot of people, but a lot of the people, they're not really following you. They're just watching for entertainment. They're watching because you popped up on some trend. They watch you, they go on to the next person, all right? Or you could have 10K subscribers. The people were really bought into your stuff, 5% buyer density, that's 500 potential buyers. So these channels, even though one has 10x the reach in subscribers, they're reaching the same amount of audience. The more dialed in the messaging, the more dialed in the channel, the more dialed in the buyer density, and the more potential buyers that you have, all right? It's same buyers, 10x smaller audience, and that's the Hormozi move. That's the whole thing. That's how he has 80,000 subscribers on that one channel and 4 million on the other channel, and the smaller one is making him more money. And while hopping on trends is definitely a thing you want to be incorporating into your strategy, it should not be the bulk of your strategy. Every viral video you make will attract a general audience of people that will never pay you. And this will only dilute your channel going forward, right? This was irreversible at some point. You're gonna have such a big channel with such random following that you can never really sell an offer to them because they're all over the place, all right? So you wanna make sure you're dialing in your messaging starting now and really prioritizing the high quality viewer and buyer density over just general broad views. Again, if you're running a business channel, if you're running something that you want to get monetized by YouTube and you want them to pay you through YouTube AdSense, cool, I understand that's a different play. That's a different video you could click off. If you're trying to get leads and sales calls and clients, like we've done for a bunch of small channels like this and this and this and this and this and this. That is what you have to be doing. And these are the 3 questions I want you to ask and want you to decide before you even film. The first thing is, who is this video for exactly? It's not for business owners. It's not for marketers. In my case, it's for this person at this stage. All right. So a founder at 30K a month, try to build a content system without a team. All right. A B2B SaaS company generating leads without hiring. That is who I'm going after. I'm not going after business owners. I'm not going after fitness coaches. I'm going after this person in this scenario, ideally in this, and this demographic. All right. That is what you want to be doing. This is a right example. See how much detail is in this? If you say this and you reach these people, which by the way, you will, YouTube will take whatever you're saying in your video and just give it to the person that you're talking about. The YouTube will do the work for you. They're going to be like, wow, this is made for me. I want to work with this person. All right. That's how you see small channels absolutely crushing behind the scenes because their messages are dialed in to who the video is exactly for. Exactly. Next is, what exact problem is this video solving? Not what it's about. What problem does your buyer have that they actually care about and that video is actually solving? So if you make content like me about content marketing, I'm not teaching you content marketing. All right. I'm teaching you the things that I've been posting for 6 months and getting 0 leads to my channel and how to fix it. Right. So a lot of my videos are about that, how to actually get leads with a small channel, how to book 30 sales calls with this exact framework. Post these 5 videos if you're struggling with YouTube. They're all hyper specific to a specific audience and solving a specific problem. All right. Again, broad is good, but specific mixed with broad is much better. You need a balance of both. And I would even over index on being specific rather than broad. And finally, as a CTA, you want to have a dialed in funnel. Because if you think about it, the funnel is the main moneymaker here, right? You have your YouTube at the top driving traffic into the funnel. This is your YouTube channel. But you still have a long ways to go, right? A person has to find interest, right? Probably download a lead magnet, really be bought in, and then they buy from you. All right. So this might be a lead magnet. This might be a email blast you send to them after they download the lead magnet, and then a sales call, and then they buy. All right. Yes, people could buy right away. Yes, people could go right to the email right away. So there's different paths, but you have to dial in the call to action. All right. So our call to action down below is, I want you in all transparency to download the free resource down below. It's going to help you out a lot if you use it. I'm going to email you over time. And if you're making what we think you're making, we want to work with you so we could add or even double your business using this strategy. That is my entire goal. All right. Yes, we have another call to action down there, which is our community, which I would love for you to check out. Our entire goal of that is get you in there for a very, very small price. It's like the price of 2 dinners. You get in there, you're blown away by the value, and then you upgrade to a done for you, where our team does it for you and makes you a bunch of money. That is my whole goal. It's transparent, and every single call to action, every single thing I say in these videos, every single content I make is to push you through that funnel so you can work with me and we could help you out. All right. That is our entire thing. So you have to work that out for your own business. It's not about the content all the time. It's about what happens after the content. What call to action is a buyer taking? All right. If you do all these 3 things and you ask these 3 questions before you film the video, you'll have a very dialed in strategy and a very dialed in video on top of that strategy. And I also want to mention, YouTube is misleading you, but it's not intentional. YouTube was built for media companies. It was built for education. It was literally built to entertain people. All right. It wasn't necessarily built for businesses. That's something that they figured out over time, but it was originally meant to be centered around views, impressions, and CTR, which again are very important. But for business owners, you could get away with 100 views on a video, book in 2 calls, close a 10K deal. We've seen it so many times before. We've had people book in 25K deals through YouTube, 60K deals through YouTube. I've done over $300,000 through YouTube, and I have not even gotten monetized yet. All right. So you could see how important it is to worry about this for sure, but also dial in the things that we just talked about. Dial in your viewer, dial in what problem you're solving, what position your viewer is in, what the funnel is like after, and just have the mental shift that high quality viewers trumps general broad viewers, especially for a lot of you watching that already have a small channel. I'm telling you, you're closer than you think to succeeding. Look at your viewer density, how many people are qualified, your lead to viewer rate, and your revenue per view. If you could get this statistic, no one tracks this, but if you could get your revenue per 1,000 views on YouTube, you'll have yourself an amazing time, and you'll see how powerful YouTube is as a revenue engine for your company, especially if you're already doing 7, 10, 15K a month. And a good way of putting it, it's not how many people are watching, it is who is watching. And just to circle back, this is insane. Less than 100K subscribers is beating a 4 million sub channel in revenue. He said it himself. He's doubling down on that page. Not a lot of effort for him. It's an absolutely banger strategy. And hopefully this gave you some insight into how to shift your content strategy, your positioning to match your goals of getting more leads, revenue, users, clients from your YouTube channel without going viral, hopping on trends, or doing any cringy dancing or anything crazy like that. So if you learned something in this video, we have a bunch of free resources for you down below. We would love to work with you if you want to roll out a content strategy that books you 10 to 15 calls every single month, gets you inbound users, clients, and deals weekly. Book a call with us if you want to check out that. If you're not ready for that, you want to learn this on your own, we have an AI marketing community that a lot of people are in. They're enjoying it there. There's resources, my Claude skills, everything like that. You can check that out down below as well. There's a free trial going on right now. So if you want to get in while you can, go ahead and take advantage of that. Otherwise, leave a subscribe if you want more videos like this every 3 days. And I will see you in this video next, which is even more value. And I'll talk to you soon.